in here. Life after life after money. I should know how to say that now, shouldn't I? Said it many times. Right, let's have a video then. And a little chat. And what am I drinking today? Well, it's not coffee. I've had my lunch and I've got a glass of wine. Cheers! You got a glass of wine? It's very nice. It is cheap. It is from Aldi, and it's Chardonnay, and it's £4 a bottle. Did I? Oh, it's Australia. It's Australian. It's come a long way. Didn't if it come in a plane or a boat, I don't know. But anyway, Chardonnay today in a green label bottle. Koolyburra Reserve. I can recommend at £4. Now this bottle, I've just opened it, and it will last 3 days at least, possibly 4 days. So I just have a little sip when I have a meal. I don't sit drinking booze. So it's an accompaniment to my meal. So what did I have for my meal? My lunch. Another Aldi purchase. Chilled potato au gratin. And this has got 2 portions in it. It's convenient. It's in a bag. So what I do is snip the top off the bag, squeeze out half of it into a Pyrex dish and microwave it. I quite often add something to that. And today I added rice. So I had potatoes and rice, and the cheese is very nice. The cheese sauce is very nice. Maisie likes it as well. So when I finished the bowl, I let her lick the sauce out of the bowl. Right, so that's lunch done. So what's going on? I thought I would show you how to make bags, but they're very simple, small, easy to make bags, because it's very important to keep, oh dear, this is making me burp. Very important to keep your valuables safe when you are out and about. I've showed these before. Little across the shoulder bags, but they're easy to make. There you are. You can put that underneath your jacket or over the top of your jacket. Just good enough for keys, purse, camera, valuables, money. So they're easy to make. Why not have a go at making one? You can use any sort of fabric. Slightly thicker fabric is better. So they are lined, but the way I do it, the lining is, it's not in 2 separate pieces. I join the outer and inner together before I construct the bag. So step by step, I've got 2 pieces of fabric there, and what I do is put that one down there and that one on top of it, right sides facing, and these must fit exactly together like that. And then I sew with the machine down that side, across the bottom and up that side, leaving the top open. And then I turn it the other way around so that it's right side out. And I iron it as well. It's better if it's ironed to flatten it. So that's the first stage, sewing that with the machine. And the next stage is, this is one that's it's like a tube. It ends up like a tube. And when I've ironed it flat like that, I also make a little hem at the top like that. Iron, it's better to iron, and little tiny stitches along there, and just to close that up. So there you've got the whole bag. Then it gets folded in half like that. So you've already got the lining in there. And then what I do is do a blanket stitch up one side, across one edge and down the other side, and then the blanket stitch over that as well. You could, if you didn't want to do hand stitching or blanket stitching, you could actually just run that through the machine and do it that way, but very close to the edge. So then you have a pocket. Here's another one that's ready to be, I've left the top open like that, I've got to sew the top together like that. And the next stage, you could set up a little production line actually. I don't really want to be making loads of them though. So there you are. Best to use a cotton for the lining, and it could be any cotton, any colour. You know, bed sheets, pillowcases. There's another one. This is waiting to have that stitched together like that. A little teeny weeny stitches like that. That's that stage. And cheers. Have you got a drink? It's Friday. Is it Friday? Yes, it's Friday. Friday at 2:30. It's the weekend. You can have a nice wine at the weekend. So in this one I've now started to sew together up the sides, and I've gone so far and so far across. I need to thread my needle with some more. And when that is completed, that's your bag then completed. You need to make a strap, and with this one I've made the strap to match the bag. You don't have to. You can use any fabric. Cotton, plain cotton is good enough, or coloured cotton, or pattern cotton, or any cotton. So how to make a strap? Well, it needs to be around about, let me see, 40 to 48 inches long, or should I say 100 to 100 centimetres long. Measure, if you're making the bag for yourself, measure it. Get a tape measure and put it across your own shoulder and measure it back and front, so that your bag is just going to sit where you want it to sit. So the distance from one side to the other, and that will tell you. But I make these really just to fit me. Other people can use them if they're the same size. For a smaller, shorter, skinny person, you might need to make them a bit shorter. For a taller, bit wider person, just make them a bit longer. So how to make a strap? A very thin piece of fabric. There you are. It is, as I said, 100, 120 centimetres long. It is 7 centimetres wide. So, can you see me, Mother? Can you see me? 7 centimetres wide across the top. And go to the ironing board, fold it in half, and iron flat, like that. Then back to the ironing board again, and fold the sides in to the centre, and iron it flat. again, and that's your strap for putting into the bag. And to put it in the bag, what I do is just sew it very neatly inside there. You could use maybe a bit of cord or rope if you didn't want to make anything like this. Now I've got a Velcro fastening on these. You could put different fastenings on if you like. You could use press studs. You could use a little button and a loop from one side to the other. You could even put a little flap over, like a bit like an envelope type. But I quite like using these little Velcro strips. These strips I have recovered from a gazebo actually. You know the curtain sides on a gazebo? They've usually got some of these to hold it onto the poles. So that's what I used. And then I just stitch it to the inside at the top, hand stitching with little tiny stitches. So I'll give you a bit of a close up, I think. You got a drink? Cheers. I better not drink too much because I want to go for a walk. It's been raining, but I don't know whether to go out or not. I ought to, really. Very nice. £4 a bottle of wine. I'll just take you off your perch here, look. Take you off your perch for a minute. Come with me. Come with me. Here we are. I prefer to have one or two long pieces of fabric like that rather than have one that opens at the side, because I like the top and bottom. I like to stitch up the sides and no need to stitch the bottom. So there's a little iron it in and just do a little bit of stitching along there to hold it together. This one I've already started to do the blanket stitch. Oops, going out of focus. If you can't do a blanket stitch or don't want to, you could just do a running stitch if you want to hand stitch it. So I've gone so far along the top like that, and then I shall go down the other side like that, but then I need to go back to this there and add more stitching there to make the two the same. See? Make the two sides the same at the top. And let me open this up. Oh, this Velcro sticks really good. Now just put the Velcro in there, look, and the handle. I just stitch it in there with a few small stitches in there. I mean, there's variations. You could just stitch it to the outside if you want to. Handy little bags to have to keep your belongings safe. There you are. There's your strap. Like that. Fold, iron, like that. And then obviously stitch it up with the machine along one side. Oh, did you get all that? I don't really do tutorials because there's millions of them out there. So if you ever want to make anything, just put that into YouTube. The name, whatever you want to make, and somebody will have already done it. Anyway, it's Friday. I'm having a drink of wine. Are you having a drink of wine? How's the week been for me? What have I been doing? Yes, let's have a look at my calendar. What have I done all week? I went to the post office on Monday. Whoa! How exciting is that? I sent a parcel on Monday. I had a long walk in the afternoon on Monday, 8 miles, and nice chatting to nice people. On Tuesday I was working in the garden and on the computer. I do a lot on the computer. And Tuesday night I did a late walk. I say a late, when I say late walk, it is sort of after 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. That's a late walk. But it's only around the village. And it's only 2 or 3 miles, whichever I feel like doing. And Wednesday I walked the dog, Billy dog, in the afternoon, and I did another late walk Wednesday night as well. Thursday was very exciting. I had a bath. I had a bath and I washed the car. Oh, and I did a late walk again on Thursday. So we're up to Friday now. Now keep in check of my walking miles here. I'm now on 237 miles, and the target for the end of March, 3 months, is 250 miles. So I'm going to make it all day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days left, and I will make the 250 miles by the end of March. Oh, right. Life is so exciting at the moment. I think after next week, or after the 29th, yeah, next week, after the 29th, I think we could do a bit more, or go a bit further, or go out to different places. So, something to look forward to. I must not drink that so quickly. Make it last, make it last. Our village pub is going to open again. Now, our village pub has opened and closed and opened and closed and opened and closed many times before over the years, because it's just a case of they don't seem to make much money at it. So every so often we get new people come in with new plans, new ideas, new start, and it's alright for a while. You know, people do support the pub. They go in there and they have music nights, quiz nights and whatever. I mean, I don't go because I'm not a pubby person. They do have some outside seating, so I might just go and have one drink outside. I might do. I don't know yet. I might. Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. I've had a phone call as well about our chat and craft group that I've been going to for about the last 6 years. Well, we have had a bit of a stop and start with that as well, because not been able to do it in lockdown. but we did find a way to do it for a while with social distancing, setting the tables a good distance apart in the village hall. And then unfortunately the lady who run the Chatham Craft, she passed away quite a few months ago now, so someone else took over that job, and now that person is going to stand down, and it's a bit of a commitment, you know, for somebody to go every week, open up the village hall, organise it all. And to be honest, I don't think we're going to get anybody to take on that job. I don't really want to take on that job. I've got a bit of a phobia about commitment. I don't like to commit to too much, and also I don't like set timetables. I can deal with a little bit of commitment, you know, like I walk the dog 2 or 3 times a week, that's enough, and I go litter picking when I feel like it, when I have time I will do that, and but to be in a certain place at a certain time every week, you know, I want the flexibility of choosing what I do and when I do it. Oh, it's very hard to pin me down. I'm a bit of a free spirit, I must admit. So that's the situation at the moment. I'm going to get this on the YouTube now. I'll check it first, and then we've had a massive shower out there. But it's blown over, hopefully, so hopefully I should get a walk in. It's 20 minutes to 3, so I should get a walk in. Anyway, I better sign off, hadn't I, because I have to stop waffling now, and I might just pour that back into the bottle, because it's really, that little bit is just too much. My body doesn't tolerate alcohol anymore. Anyway, Mint Queen here, cats are outside, life after money. Thank you for popping in, and we'll catch up next time. Bye.